Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And you just cannot draw up the start of the season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year, and quick fire. You're down the field, scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Makes the grab, it's Williams. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. The give to the left side. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. He's up to 57 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season. On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Now sliding to his left. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Moore to the air. Fires to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He might want another play. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete to the left. Still running at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
To the air, it's Russell. Gets it to the back. At the 45, on its way. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Young. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Got it in the middle. It's Edwards. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for space. It's Hill. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Moore will throw. Time to take a shot. Makes a catch on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Ducks will hustle to the line. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the back. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Play action fake. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Ducks send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Get this drive started from the 29. Gonna run it. It's Young. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Breaks into the open on the left. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. He's now piled up 68 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore to the air. Zings it complete to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time late in the season.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Rush is on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
There he goes. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards and help out the O. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Rides the back on the option to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Young. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Runs through the tackle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Russell. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Alabama pushing the tempo. Quarterback making checks. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner will be brought down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the move, it's Reed. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Moore will throw. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hill. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, they're after him. Quickly out to the tight end. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Runs through a tackle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Russell. Lets it fly. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Young. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. Finds his man. It's Edwards. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands. First down.
On the ground, it's Young. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
How about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Russell. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The offense cashing it in on that drive. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it to clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give them the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running to the left. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to the lone back. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness, Gordon, that is the way you blow up a play. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. Moore to the air. Looking down the middle. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Final play of the quarter coming. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unleashes it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Young. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Buys a little time. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. To throw, it's Russell. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The official says no good. And here in the fourth quarter, still all tied up, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so in the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to look.
There he goes. Touchdown time. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
That'll elevate some sideline blood pressures. You just took the lead, and now you're giving away field position by kicking it out of bounds. Moore will throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Benson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Going to swing it on second down. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Benson. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Moore to the air. Throws for the tight end. Already find a hole in that secondary. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The run to the left. Makes it past the marker. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up-tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Off play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Running behind that left side. Creates a little room. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. He now has 115 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you've now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box scores, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
Alabama.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They need 1 yard on third down to keep this one going. This will be the 8th play of the drive. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move them back. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. Wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. That last field goal put them on top. They're feeling good, but they can't relax yet. Have to cover this kickoff well. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Close enough for a field goal here. Moore will throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on 1st down. He makes the catch. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
After that incompletion, you really got to think about this if you're the offensive coordinator. Now, you're already in field goal position. You're already in a spot where you can kick a field goal and just win this game. So with the play call, you want to think about running the ball, bleeding the clock, using timeouts. If you are going to throw it, they've got to be high percentage throws. You cannot take sacks. You absolutely cannot turn the ball over.
And it's no good. He missed it. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window. Guys, tough break there. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.